¿Qué pasa, YouTube? How's it going, everybody? Hopefully y'all are having a good Saturday today. Have for y'all another Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Want to quickly apologize. Yesterday I was having so many issues trying to get the battles from my 3DS onto my PC. Luckily though, I think I found a way that I should be able to get them, so we should be back to just regular Wi-Fi battles being uploaded. And of course, if you guys would like to ever battle me, come check out my Discord. I'll link to that is down in the description. Also, guys, make sure to show off your support. Hit that like button down below and to answer the comment question of the day, which is on your screen. So, this is a pretty cool team that I believe I got from my boy Pokemon Guru, and I'm facing Caleb off of my Discord, which again is where I mainly am taking battles. So, going into this game, easily the biggest threat on my opponent's team was gonna be Naganadol. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, I apologize if it is not, but that thing is absurd right now in the OU tier. Also, if there's a little bit of lag throughout the battle, please let me know, because somebody pointed out, my boy Uzi pointed out that my first two uploads had a little bit of lag. I'm not too sure why. I think I might have been able to figure out the problem, so let me know if this runs smoothly for you guys. Or it may lag a little bit when Sandstorm is up, so I'm not too sure. But I end up leading off with my Tapu Koko, considering that I am Choice Specs. He has no ground types and no way of stopping me from just clicking Volt Switch, and I'm able to just straight Oko the Lycanroc. Honestly, I thought that it was going to be a Focus Sash set, which I was going to Volt Switch into my Landers, but hey, I'm able to Oko him, so I'm going to bring in my Toxapex here, and this was kind of a questionable play on my part, because now in comes Naganadel. Is it Naganadel? Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, again, this thing is actually terrifying, so I'm gonna be a little bit stubborn here, and I'm gonna stay in, I think, for like just a few turns and spam Haze, just scouting out to see if maybe he would also want to be stubborn like me and just insist on getting the +2 special attack. Because honestly, the thing about Naganadel is, yeah, its defenses aren't that great, but it can easily come in on a wall, nasty plot, get a free KO, and then gain a speed boost. And this thing is absurdly fast as well, and is able to outspeed so many common Scarfers in the OU tier. And the fact that it can just have Fire Blast as a coverage move along with its dual stab makes it just overwhelming, man. Like, this thing is absurd, honestly. I don't think this thing is gonna stay in the OU tier for long. I'm finally starting to see what people are talking about this thing just being possibly broken in OU. So I ended up going for the Haze as he Draco'd there, and I'm gonna switch out this turn into my Tapu Koko, expecting him to go for another Draco Meteor, or he could have also gone for the Nasty Plot potentially, but Dracoing was probably his better play just to try and knock me out there. As I Volt Switch, I end up doing a pretty solid chunk of damage to this Naganadel, considering that I am Choice Specs and in electric terrain. As I Volt Switch into my Toxapex here, turns out the Thunderbolt might have actually been able to straight 2 KO him there, so I'm not sure why he risked going for a Nasty Plot, but either way, my Toxapex here should be able to live any one hit, and then I'm going to go for the Skull just to get off a little bit of chip damage. In hindsight, I should have probably gone for the Haze. I think Scalding there was a bit of a misplay on my part, considering that he's gonna knock me out anyways, and if I had gone for the Haze, I at least would have been able to get rid of his special attack boost, because he did Nasty Plot twice, which means after the Draco, he is still at +2 special attack, which makes this thing still very, very terrifying. I guess on the bright side though, thanks to the fact that I was able to get the burn, this will allow me to now kind of pivot around this Naganadel and hopefully prevent it from doing entirely too much damage to my team, because thanks to the sand and to the burn, this thing is going to be losing 12% of HP every single turn, and that's really good for me so long as I don't play too badly around this thing. So I expect them to want to go for the Sludge Wave this turn, not wanting to Draco a Tapu Koko, considering that it is a Tapu Koko. So I end up bringing in my Tyranitar here. This thing will finally drop this turn, and I have no real bad feelings of just sacking off my Tyranitar here if he goes for the Dragonium Z Draco Meteor. Thankfully though, he ends up Sludge Waving there, thinking that I would probably switch out into my Tapu Koko, which is very understandable, honestly, considering that I was pivoting in and out so much against this Naganadel. So in comes the and I am going to switch directly into my Landers. This is a very physically defensive Lander, so after the Intimidate, I should be able to live anything he wants to go for, considering that he was on an air balloon, which that Gyro Ball, I just want to say, still did a really good chunk of damage. It's at -1, guys, and I have a lot of defense and HP EVs, and that Gyro Ball still did so much damage to me. Like, that's kind of crazy. Then again, this thing does have a base 13 speed, so I'm going to try and get on my Stealth Rocks here, considering that I can't go for the Earthquake because he is on an air balloon. I can at least try to get on my rocks, but he ends up making a good play there. It goes for the Magic Coat, which honestly is not even that big of an issue, because what this does allow me to do now is safely go for the rocks again the following turn. And if he really wants to stay in and go for the Magic Coat, that just means I'm getting back leftovers on my Landers every single turn. So I will be able to constantly get back HP on my Landers. But he actually ends up going for the Toxic this turn, and I did not expect that either. Honestly, I don't even know what Stakataka does. Like, I know it gets Trick Room. Like, Trick Room is pretty cool. I definitely want to try a Trick Room Stakataka myself. So yeah, that's what I thought that he was maybe going to try and do. But no, this is just a purely defensive support Stakataka, which is actually kind of cool, I guess. Either way, though, I'm just going to U-turn here to pop his air balloon, so I can Earthquake him the next time I bring in my Landers against him. But he actually ends up making a bit of an odd play here into the Latios. I'm not sure why. The only thing I can think of was that maybe he thought that I was a more offensive Landers, and like Z-move Landers don't typically carry U-turn from what I've seen, and I'm not Scarfed obviously, so maybe he thought just that I was offensive and wouldn't go for U-turn there. I'm not really sure why he did bring in Latios, honestly, now that I think about it. I don't know. But either way, though, this does give me a free U-turn into my Tapu Koko, and even if he is Choice Scarf, which it does turn out that he is, I will be able to safely live one Psychic or Psyshock, and if he wasn't Scarfed, I would have been able to just knock him out with the Dazzling Gleam anyways. So he ends up going for the Defog there, which is perfectly fine by me. I love not having Stealth Rocks up on my side of the field. So I'm able to knock out the Latios, and I honestly think that Volt Switch might have been strong enough to knock out Latios there. But either way, though, it's not that big of an issue, as he ends up bringing in the Blacephalon. Unfortunately, because my Tyranitar has taken so much damage, I do not want to switch it into an offensive move coming from this thing. So I'm going to decide to sack off my own Blacephalon, considering that it's not really doing too much in this battle, as he ends up going for the Mind Blown. Personally, I am not a fan of Mind Blown. Like, the fact that you have to use up 50% of your HP, or take 50% of your HP after going for a massive hit, is just really not that appealing. And I mean, Fire Blast is not that less stronger than Mind Blown, so I don't really know. But this is a really cool Blacephalon set. Typically what I've seen a lot of Scarf and Specs Blacephalon, but this is actually a never-ending Nightmare Blacephalon, which is actually really cool because it allows you to switch up moves while still being able to weaken your opponent's walls, and then eventually you have that one nuking move to just be able to absolutely destroy anything, as I'm able to blow back this Stakataka here. I did not have to risk missing Fire Blast there, which is even better considering that I was able to guarantee pick up a KO with the never-ending Nightmare. As down it goes, in comes the Gyarados. If this thing Dragon Dances, it very well just sweeps through this team, so I cannot let this thing get a free Dragon Dance. So I have to go for the taunt here. Thankfully, this set did have taunt, because if I didn't have taunt, after this thing went for 2 Dragon Dances, I think it would have just swept me. So what I can do this following turn is go for the Shadow Ball, just to try to get off as much damage as I can before he ends up knocking me out. And because I did gain a +1 in my special attack stat, I'm able to do a solid 70-75% as he ends up knocking me out with the Earthquake. This does now allow me to bring back in my Tapu Koko, which, again, he has no ground type and no way of stopping me from just clicking Volt Switch. But I want to show off one of the new toys that Kartana got in Ultra Sun and Moon, and that is Knockoff. The fact that Kartana got Knockoff is honestly so awesome, dude. It's really, really cool. So I'm able to knock out the Gyarados, gain my +1 in my physical attack, and because I am Choice Scarfed, I should be able to outspeed his Blacephalon, and because I am at +1 and Knockoff is indeed super effective, I will be able to knock him out here as down it goes. And I don't think it showed what item it had. Maybe it was Zemu as well. Oh, it was Choice Scarf. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought it was, considering that he had brought it in on my Koko earlier, I think. Yeah, either way though, very fun battle. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and make sure to show off your support. Hit that like button down below, answer the comment question of the day, and again, if you would like to ever battle me, come check out my Discord. With that being said, guys, I will see you all later today with another battle to kind of make up for yesterday. So yeah, that should be up in probably like an hour or two. So yeah, be on the lookout for that later, everybody.
No matter where you're at, I'm not here to make friends, it's time to attack and deplete your HP with a final smash. Don't make me turn around and pull a 6-foot hacks. 6 foot hacks, yeah. 6 foot hacks, yeah. 6 foot hacks,